Bum, bum, bum. Da-da-bum, bum, bow. Hello, hello. This is unnecessarily big. This text. No sea lance. I will not use the sea lance. No, not empty, but I won't use the sea lance. Ad cap, harpoon, harpoon, ad cap. Hello, Max. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been the week of gluttony. I've eaten so much food this week because a bunch of coworkers in town had some training at work, so it's always like, oh, let's get some good food to make this go by better. And then a coworker had a retirement party today, so I had a huge meal today as well. And I'm going out to dinner tonight for a birthday. I'm getting lunch tomorrow for my birthday, and then I'm going out to dinner on Sunday for my birthday. It's like, holy Christ, so much food. But being a good American, eating everything I can find. Tea lambs. I guess I'll keep some. I don't know what this mission has in store. Frickin' screw it, man. This thing is stores for days. Just give me all the crap. Give me all the crap. Hello, Bjorn. Just a bunch of food, Alexander. Thank you, Eric. So much food. I just turned the AC on, but there's like one dinky little vent in this room, but it's doing its darndest. Yep, doing the op area. I had Mr. Ben make me an op area. This is the new digs. I guess I haven't showed it to you guys yet. This is the second bedroom, which is now like the den area. Got my frickin' TV and stuff over there. Couch in here. This is like media central going on. Thanks, Alex. I know for the longest time I used to be able to make it so I could have the frequency sheet show up in the game, but now that I'm running with DXWND, I'm not sure I can do that. So I might just look at it off screen because I don't know if I'm going to remember to toggle it on and off, and that just becomes annoying. Burp, burp, burp. Another one bites the dust. Might as well get the weapon info up too. Probably gonna need that. It is a small room. It seemed big. I remembered it being bigger, and then we got all the stuff in here. I was like, wow, this is a small room. But not complaining. Hello? This thing's freaking out. I want to minimize the sidebar. I don't want to insert a comment. Thank you. Oh my god. How hard is it? Thank you. Was that so hard? Good lord. Taking forever. Okay. I think we're ready to... Yeah, you guys have no idea what the heck I was just doing, so I just sound like a crazy person. Let's exit Discord. I can hear my CPU chugging away. It's actually not even working all that hard. Okay. Anyway. I guess let's get on with it, shall we? Proceed through the exercise area. Expect multi-layered environment. Oh, there's a typo there. That's fine. Air ops commence at 0930. Rule of 3 submarine size room. That is true. I could get some red lighting in here. That could be fun. There's a coffee table right here, my old coffee table, but it's too big for this room. So I have to get rid of that at some point, but it's shoehorned in here for now. Oh, boy. Oh, I want to make sure truth or none of that crap is turned on. Nope, we're good. That's all I want. I presently cannot run Dangerous Waters on in multiplayer right now. It's some kind of weird... Something weird's going on with that. But it's not a big deal. I'm going to try and do some stuff to reset. It's something with Windows Update. Like one of the Windows updates won't install, so then I can't enable... what is it? Direct Play. Man, it is dark in this mission, and I don't have any curtains in this room, so it's hard to see, but I don't really need to see the exterior. This seems very quiet for some reason. I guess I can turn it up. It shouldn't be quiet. Did I turn it up? I'm pretty sure I turned it up. I did turn it up. Okay. Oh, what are you doing in here, Auto Crew? Get out of here. I didn't turn you on. Man, has it really been like, have I really not? I thought I adjusted all this stuff. Maybe I've reinstalled the game since a certain point, but I do want you to be on. Okay, good. Yeah, the compass is new. I don't know why they added it. The old one looks better. It looks like one of those things that you like cut out of a cereal box to make like some kind of roulette game or something. I don't know. All right, what do we at? Do we need some kind of orders? Air ops commence at 0930. That's 3.5 hours from now. Hey, what's up, Black Sun? Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Big 28. Oh man, can I not do anything about this brightness? Hang on a sec. That helps a decent bit. I still need to get curtains for this room. Usually my recording dens are blacked out all the time, just so I always have like a constant level of light. But we'll get curtains at some point here. Come on, AC, do your thing. I'm burning up. It's freaking warm in here. And my girlfriend has a blanket on somehow. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Crazy talk. Okay, that helped pretty good. Alright, well, I'm going to let's get to periscope depth here. The sonar looks clear. I don't think there's anyone around. But that is not the best reckoning to go ahead and act like a crazy person. Okay, we're gonna have to get up. We're gonna get up there and we're gonna charge our air, get to 100% pressurized air.
Stream the starboard towed array. Helm aye.
Let's go ahead and let some of that out. Let me go ahead and options. Don't care. Sound. That's all fine. I forgot they make like all these noises very quiet, like all this
Make my depth
Totore stream stuff and
071
everything.
feet.
Ambient
Bye-bye.
noises are all super quiet. I want to hear the humdinger. Hey, Akuda, thank you kindly. My coworker had his retirement lunch today, so I had a crap ton of oysters and some cake.
Stream the starboard
So I was like,
Totore.
this is
Helm
just as
aye.
much my birthday lunch as it is his retirement lunch. Hey, what's up, Raul? Oh, I don't know if I did the thing that to make the max time lapse eight times speed instead of 16 times. We don't want to be up here too long. It does say air ops don't start until 0930, but I always want to be weary of intel. I don't know if there's any missions in that anyone's made for Dangerous Waters where the intel is not 100% accurate, because it usually is. I wonder how that works. I wonder if headquarters would send a sub speculation, or if they would try and make sure their intel is as accurate as possible. I mean, just because they think it's as accurate as possible doesn't mean it is accurate. But that's a curious thought. Ooh, it is stormy up here. Lance Island, T-Lam, Launch Zone. Okay, so I did bring T-Lams, about 8. These are targets to hit with T-Lams. Ben is a good man and put them on the link. That is something that I would do as well, because just using GPS coordinates to hit those things is the most fickle crap you can ever do. Diego Garcia, huh? No crap, okay. No crap, no shit. Oh, there's that surface clutter. Toad. I'm gonna lose my mind trying to find stuff on this toad right now. Looks pretty clear. Okay. What is our periscope depth? 071 feet.
Raise the antenna, Chief of the Watch Eye.
Just heard something that sounded like some weird kind of firework outside. No idea what the heck that was. I want to, well, hang on, are we going to get some radio traffic? We'll let that sit for a second. I want to see if I remember to set this to max 8 times speed on the time lapse here. Don't want to muck this up. Sorry, it was just on the radio. It's just so dang catchy. Nope, max time scale is 16. That's fine. Just have to try and remember. They've said that it's an issue, but in all my years playing DW, I don't think I've ever experienced an issue from it, per se. But if I did, I would not have known that's where it came from anyway. So we got no intel. I think we're just supposed to go in the operator. I don't know if there's going to give me like a strict intel message here, per se.
Raise the ESM mast, Chief of the Watch Eye.
A RGR for launch. Howdy doody. Back for some DW action. Oh yeah. You got like 100 enemies with a 50% chance spawn rate. What are the odds that 90 of them spawn in? Okay. Yeah, it's quiet up here, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and proceed to the first op area here.
Lower the ESM mast, Chief of the Watch Eye. Lower the antenna, Chief of the Watch Eye.
It is bottom limited. Bottom limited here. Okay, so we're in the kind of shallows here. We could go around the long way. But yeah, we're in shallows. Okay, so bottom limited. Mr. Ben may have done this on purpose. But it gets deeper over here. Man, this topographical stuff sucks in here. I mean, you generally get a sense of it, but it doesn't look like it would be 3,000 feet deep here and also 800 feet deep here. Not really that much of a contrast. If you play Arma 3, the new Tanks DLC was just released, and it makes, even if you don't own the DLC, it still updates a bunch of stuff in the game. And the topographical map looks so good now. Oh, it looks great. It's actually like relief. It has like relief to it, so you can actually tell what's high and what's low. Because if you get into like really mountainous areas, it's all just a bunch of lines next to each other. You can't tell what's high or low. All right, let's just get deep, somewhat deep.
Make my depth 471 feet. Dive I.
Yeah, it's not wasted. I should be doing some more moving, unpacking, organizing stuff, but nope. Playing video games. Having you guys watch me play video games. Oh, the arcade game? Oh, yeah. Well, didn't I say I wanted to, like, at the beginning of the stream do that? I forgot to. I got home a little late, so I was kind of rushing to get this up. What is my course? 267. So it even has me pointed straight for OPAREA 1. Probably has me pointed straight for the Centroid. So yeah, we got ourselves a long transit to get over there. This could be kind of dull to begin with. This could be dull to start. I wish in this game they had an option to, like, because in real life you can, if you just say like all ahead flank and you like order like in like a torpedo evasion situation, you're at periscope depth and you order all ahead flank and then a depth of 600 feet. Like engineering will slowly increase your speed as you dive to avoid cavitating, but they don't give you that option in this. You kind of got to do it yourself. Oh crap! Let's go back to periscope depth. I meant to charge my air.
Make my depth 0.
We're gonna want all the high pressure air we can get.
I.
Gonna want all that we can get. We could just go to 90 down here, but then we'd only have 20 shots. And if we charge to 100 on the surface and we get down to 50, we can still go back up to like another 10 points to like 60%. So that way we can get 35 shots. 50, 60, 30 shots. 30 shots. I did not get to try out the carrier sim, but that looks fun. I will try that out at some point. XCOM has been ruling my life recently. Enemy Unknown. It's very good. But we're in no rush here, so it's fine that we got to go back up to periscope depth. All right, can we see anyone? It's bottom limited out here. It could be mud type. I don't know what the bottom type is. Could be crap sound propagation out here. But yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm seeing anything. Wish I could get rid of the sunlight, though. It's making it hard to see. At least on the Seawolf, it's like blue. It's a little easier to see. This is kind of like crappy contrast. Hello, Mr. Eds. Hello. Going back to periscope depth, Mr. Eds, because I forgot to charge my high pressure air. We were on our way down. I was like, nope, go back. Oh yeah, mate, dangerous waters. Got some dangerous waters on a Friday. You new boob. There's been a report circulating that the USS, or not the USS, the Argentinian sub, the San Juan, sunk because of a ventilation leakage, but I haven't seen it really confirmed in any other reporting. It's kind of just been re-reported on some websites. There isn't even like a link to the commission report. Do you think there'd be some redacted version online or something? Let's see. I guess I need to be a little higher.
Make my depth 0.65 feet. Dive I.
Can see my shenanigans on YouTube too. What you talking about, Willis? Okay, I can click charge air, waiting to get up to do that ventilate. Oh, maybe let's go shallow. Maybe I wasn't shallow enough to get a radio message. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it's buggy.
Raise the antenna, Chief of the Watch Eye.
What do I need to do to snorkel? Please. I guess I gotta get even shallower. Just give me that 60 and speed it up.
Make my depth 060 feet. Dive I.
Commence ventilating.
There you go. Okay. Ventilate. Charge. Okay, I guess there was no radio
Lower the
message.
antenna. Chief of the
ESM.
watch eye. Raise the ESM mast. Chief of the watch eye. Lower the
Negatory.
ESM mast. Chief of the watch eye.
Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Start line. Okay. There you go. I didn't see that before. Thanks, Ben. And they're off.
Secure ventilating.
All right. That away. I guess, well, for you guys, it would be that away. Yes. Okay. Things are backwards on the internet. Let's go down. On the
Make my
way
depth
down.
460 feet. Dive I.
Is 5 stop and 6 all ahead 1/3? I believe so. Burn, burn, burn.
All ahead 2/3.
Burn, burn,
Helm I.
burn, burn. Does charging high pressure air make you louder? So one of my coworkers is a former submariner. He said when they would emergency blow at the beginning of every deployment just to make sure it works. And he said it would, well, for an emergency blow, he said it would take all day. It would take 24 hours about to recharge the pressure tanks because they do it kind of slowly as to minimize noise. I guess the rate we did it, I would expect it to be somewhat noisy. Go active on all sensors. They probably wouldn't even hear me. I'm so far away from that op area. They probably wouldn't even pick up my pings. I'm sure they could actually probably charge it really quick if they wanted to, but it's probably one of those like wartime only really wears out the equipment kind of thing. Who knows? Like with the diesel engine in the boat, you're supposed to let it warm up for, I think, 30 minutes. Some amount of time that seems like forever. But like in a wartime footing, you can, juice it right away if you got to on the diesel, but it'll probably ruin it. Radar. Air ops don't even... It's been frickin' half an hour game time. We've done jack crap. That's fine.
All ahead standard. Helm I.
Alrighty. What is our ETA to the op area? Holy crap. It's a long time. That's fine. I mean, we could definitely flank it to get there. We can definitely flank it. Let's reel this back in. We'll slow down.
All ahead 1/3. Helm I.
Comes in quicker the slower you're going. It's just physics.
Retrieve the starboard towed array. Helm
And it
I.
goes out faster the faster you're going, which is also just physics. I'm gonna need some more water. Definitely thirsty. Definitely thirsty. Okay, let us go.
All ahead full. Helm I.
Well, I'm not gonna let it go real time. We'll speed lapse it. But let's get up to speed and see what kind of ETA we're dealing with here. 2 hours for that. Give me 26, 25 knots.
Make turns for 25 knots. Maneuvering I.
Let's make sure we're not gonna hit a mountain. Seems good. ETA hour 50. That's 110 minutes divided by 8. I should be able to do that in my head, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, it'll take 14 minutes real time to get there. Okay, so I'm going to get some water, and I'll be right back. Thank you kindly. Oh my gosh. Nearly fell. Oh, can you hear the clock ticking? Torpedo in the water. I do have some water. There's some interesting facts about water and which atoms are in it. There's probably a few atoms in that glass of water I'm drinking right now that Hitler drank at some point. Message for me? Torpedo in that water. Not this water or the water, but that water specifically. Okay, let's not be silly and check on up
All
here.
ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
Oh, my phone. This damn mic is so sensitive. Oh, stream that toad, son. Stream that.
Stream the starboard towed array. Helm aye.
Phone is now silenced. Was it like bzzz? Cold waters is like good. It's good to pick up. Just kind of mess around. But I think ultimately I find dangerous waters more satisfying. Dangerous waters subcommand 688I, etc. Hey Jeremiah, thank you kindly. Etc. Apparently, etc. is not formal speech, so if you're ever writing up a scientific paper, do not say etc. I'm not going to bother clearing the baffles on this. It's fine. Seems pretty good. Let me just pop it up just a little bit higher in case there's an alpha. Alpha first frequency is 100 for some reason. Now, I was thinking the other day, why don't submarines generate their electricity at higher frequencies? Because if, like, the lower the frequency, the further it can propagate, you'd want to possibly generate your electricity at a higher frequency. I don't know. I don't know if they already do that or not. I don't know. Just a thought I had.
Retrieve the starboard towed array. Helm
Instead
aye.
of slowing down to make this go faster, we'll just speed up time to make it go faster. Okay. Oops, I went to 16. That's fine. Give me that old 25 knots.
Make turns for 25 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Hey, Brady. Brady. Well, in a modern sub, even if you're running the diesels for whatever reason, if you're on SSK, you got to be at like periscope depth to snorkel. You're still going to be feeling those waves for sure. And I'm sure there's definitely times when nuclear boats are near the surface for stormy stuff. Oh yeah, cold waters is supposed to be like, it's kind of like SSN, where it's supposed to be like an underwater flight simulator kind of thing. Bra Eddie. Kind of looks like it could be Brady or Breedy sometimes. That AE pairing has like a weird pronunciation.
Come right to course 280. Steady on course 280.
We could have some fun. Right full rudder.
Right full rudder. Helm aye.
Whee!
Rudder amidships. Helm aye.
Do them angles and dangles, son. Them angles and dangles. I saw something the other day saying, like, at the beginning of a cruise, like, a boat will go around, like, for hours just flanking it and maneuvering like crazy just to try and make sure everything's strapped down properly. I got a weird little burst of lightheadedness there. I don't know what was going on. Oh, look, it's not even like... Come on. You're not even going to like properly make sure this thing can display 100% air. Let me make this text a little smaller still over here on the chat window. This is ridiculous. I can barely see any messages. There you go. ETA 55 minutes. Well, it's like 8 minutes or so. 7 minutes. About 7 minutes. Was that after a Crazy Ivan, or was that the USS San Francisco that ran into a seamount at flying speed? I wonder if for some reason that little flank turn made me dizzy for a second or something. I don't know. Still feeling a little lightheaded. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just warm as shit in here. This freaking AC. Get to it. I guess they reduced the sonar noise in RA, so it's like less ear shattering, but I'm used to it being like I was about to recreate the sonar noise, and now there's no place for that. There's little place in Tupolev's heart for anyone but Tupolev. I just pressed F. Thankfully, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, look up USS San Francisco, Black Sun, and you'll see what a sub running into ground at flying speed looks like. Hey, what's up, Round and Brown? Round and Brown. We're close, man. We're almost here. We're almost at this op area here.
Come right to
I'll start
course
trying to be
2,
maybe a little
9,
unpredictable,
8,
but
LMI.
if this is anything other than a rock bottom type,
Steady on course 2, 9,
ain't
8.
gonna hear me coming. Hey, what's up, Kyle Gregory? Thank you kindly. Ooh, we're just 4 minutes away. 4 minutes away from Destiny. Or, well, at least until we start our crawl here. I told Mr. Ben I wanted to go as a Seawolf, so probably not expecting just one enemy, but several. But there could be like a Capard, or there's probably going to be a Severodvinsk in here somewhere. One of these op areas. I wonder if it'll start me out slow, or if it'll be a, you know, pedal to the metal right off the bat. What are my thoughts on Kamano Command? It's been fine so far. I want to see what this mini campaign that they got in the thing is like. Because honestly, if you're just controlling like one boat, it's kind of boring compared to this, and especially compared to like Cold Waters. There's not much to do. You pretty much just like Go this way. Shoot when there's an enemy. Tell me when there's a radio message. This mission is by Mr. Tamburello, whom you guys have probably heard of. And you can, if you join my Discord server, you can find these in the Dangerous Waters text channel there. I would look at the submarine incident off Kilden Island, but I'm presently playing a game. All right, let's slow our roll here.
All ahead full. Helm aye.
Dirt, burnt, dirt. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So we're going 4 times speed right now. Which means this will go by in 8 minutes. Let's just keep up to 8 times speed. Once we get a little closer to the circle, I'll slow down to standard. We'll do our initial search at 10 knots, I'm thinking. Seawolf is so darn quiet, we can get away with it. Doing our initial search at 10 knots. If we make contact, we'll slow. Slow to 7 or 5 as needed. But if you ain't going at least 7 or 8 knots in a Seawolf, you're doing it wrong. This thing is so quiet. Same goes with like Lada and Kilo. Turn it up, man. Those things are quiet. Okay, we'll slow to 15 now.
All ahead standard.
Stream the
Stream
towed
the
array.
starboard towed array. Helm aye.
And can it there. And let's commence the search. Four viewers is just not enough time to host. Are most people watching this on YouTube? I think most people do watch this on YouTube, yeah, not on Twitch. That is fine. Watch on your platform of choice. That is why I use this Restream app. No, I'm not paid by them to say that. But it is nice. Lets you stream to both. Nothing. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, collided with a Sierra. Yeah, nothing over here so far on this. I'm not seeing anything so far. We are going 15 knots. There could be a little more sensitivity. Oh, that was me. Could be a little more sensitivity to be gained at 10 knots. But probably not too much. This is pretty clear looking. Let's actually real quick come down to 5 knots.
All ahead 1/3. Helm aye.
I want to see if some kind of actually make that 3 knots. I just want to try and get this floating wire up real quick, but I don't want to go shallow.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Yeah, that's right. Forgot to do that. Meant to. At everyone. Now streaming Tamburello's OPAREA mission in dangerous waters. There you go, laddie. Okay. Message sent to Discord. Alright, we're down here. Let's get this frickin' floating wire out. It's so quiet now, I couldn't tell it was streaming or not. And now we got ourselves some Acuity depth towed array. Very nice to have. It's getting down there. Shouldn't drag. It's still got a long way to go to the bottom. What's our depth here? And your surface contacts, Mr. Kamarov. No surface contacts, Captain. Scope is clear. I need to keep working on that video. The Red October video that the patrons have seen a little bit of so far. I would want to post some more previews for you guys, but I don't want like I don't want like the draft 3 times over draft video to become like accidentally popular. Excited for the SCS campaign. What's the SCS campaign? Hello, Viper King. Oh, hello, Mr. Jamie. Hello. I was like, who the heck is this Beechcraft guy coming in here? Oh, it's just Jamie. Hey, Vanilla Sky, thank you kindly. I'm not going to keep this wire out. I just want to see if any comms have come in. Oh, South China Sea. Okay. See, I was confused because SCS also means Sonalist Combat Simulations or Systems, whatever the heck they call themselves. But yeah, South China Sea. I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. Should be fun indeed. Do we have ourselves a depth floating wire would be nice, but there's just no room to put it. Thank you, Sir Jamie. Sir Jamie Lannister. What do we got? Like another year till next Game of Thrones season comes out? So we're already like a third of the way through almost a third of the way through 2018. What's up with that, man? It's crazy talk. Okay, she's hitting the surface now. I'm going to do the entire campaign. Some reaction emote spam. Yeah. I noticed the 688i HK video got a lot of that. Okay, it's up here. I don't think there is any message to be received. No, they didn't give me any early access for it. All right, well, let's get this thing back in. We don't need to sit out here and make us go slow. Let's give it 5 knots.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
That'll make it come back in more slowly. Yeah, just go 2. Let's just let it come back in
Make
more
turns
quickly
for
here.
2 knots. Maneuvering I.
It's our DTA. 577 feet. About a well. Let's go back to the narrowband here. So I guess what we're going to do is just head straight for the center and then work our way out if we don't see anything. But the good thing about the TOTA, since it's mirrored, you only have to search 180 degrees to see something. And it is clear right now. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like a little briefing that's like, do the op areas one after another, culminating in the TLAM launch, but nope, you just go. I didn't notice the start line thing until later too. That was a nice touch. It's weird that like you can draw area circles, but like all the random starting locations for platforms are squares. It's kind of annoying. So there's going to be like, you're either going to have your starting location like in a square like this with like the, I don't want to get too nerdy. You can either have the square completely encapsulated by the circle or have the circle encapsulated by the random start square. It's one of those kinds of things that bugs me. Oh, are we good? Is this thing back in here? Yeah. Alrighty. Give
All
me
ahead
2/3 there.
LMI.
2/3, Walton. Oh, yeah. Yep, can't layer the range circles. It would be, because, yeah, Commander does kind of have that going on where you got, like, it shows you the 3 CZs and everything, the 3 convergence zones. That is nice. That's nice. Oh, see you later, Hetty. He's probably already gone. No, I'm not bored. I'm tired. I want to get a bigger, higher resolution monitor so I can run this game at a bigger resolution. I want to run it at 1280 by 1024, but then like the bottom of it gets chopped off by the toolbar. I guess I could make it so the toolbar kind of disappears while I'm playing. I guess I could do that. Because America has like 30 of them, and submarines are expensive. And LAs are still pretty prime boats compared to what most of the world has. Let's say, for example, that Russia's new sub is quieter than a 688i, which it may be. America still has a crap ton more LAs than Russia does Yas and Severodvinsks. And like they're kind of they're updated continuously as time goes on. They just don't sit there with the tech they were commissioned with. They do like big overhauls on those boats, so not sure how much they can actually improve the performance. Like how much could they actually make it quieter over time? Probably not too much, but they can at least improve the sonar systems on it and stuff. Like I'm sure a lot of the LAs, if not all of them, have like the advanced towed arrays that like the Seawolf or the Virginia has at this point. There's no reason they wouldn't backfit them if they couldn't. And the LAs have VLS too. The Seawolves don't have that, and the Virginias do have it too, but there aren't as many Virginias, so LAs can provide very quick response to crises. But yeah, they're getting phased out as more Virginias are built. Well, that's part of the reason why the Virginia is made, because it's completely modular. You can like take apart the boat in sections, whereas the LA does not have that. So to replace interior stuff might actually be too expensive to do like bulk replacements, because you'd have to take apart the boat in an unconventional way. Whereas like the Virginia is designed for that. Like it's designed to have hull modules like replaced over time. Yeah, the Dallas was just officially decommissioned the other day. I saw a lick of something, but it kind of disappeared. Am I seeing things? See, this is what was when I was like. So if you guys haven't seen the 680i Hunter Killer video, I was definitely burned out in dangerous waters by the time I did that last stream. And I would just go crazy staring at the narrowband like, do I see something? Do I not see something? Blah, blah. I thought I just saw something. I think I was seeing things. I don't know. I thought I saw something just around here. But I guess it would have been a straight line and not just like a little hook. It's not like a little hook. It would have been like a straight line. But yeah, still clear. No, you don't take it apart like a Lego ship, but it's designed to be more readily taken apart. Like it's not just going to happen willy-nilly. But like the LA does not have that at all. That kind of design to it. Whereas like the Virginia, like each section of the boat has like the stuff that fits inside it is meant to fit in that and like more or less kind of plug in a space. Whereas like the LA might have like, I'm sure it has hull sections, like it's not one continuous piece of steel, but like the systems may not be designed to end abruptly where the whole section ends. Like they could string across multiple sections, if that makes any sense. Well, yeah, my old place was like... So my old place, right before I moved out of there, it was bought by the Equal Opportunity Housing Commission. So it was like, oh man, where did I move to? But no, I kind of did that on purpose. Around this area, one-bedroom apartments are rather expensive. But now I'm splitting rents, so now I'm saving big old cha-ching. Okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was time-lapsing. Okay, that's a little crazy. Did not want to do that. It's going at 2 times speed without even realizing it. It's always a big no-no. 2 times speed at 10 knots. It's like I've been going 20 knots there. Not seeing much of anything, but we did technically just enter the circle. Okay, let's get this here. Right in the middle. Hey, that guy. Have I played the War Thunder sub thing? Nope. Wasn't that like an April Fool's joke, or is it an actual thing? The AC, like, right now is like... It's like a cigarette smoker trying to cool off my room right now, it seems like. And my computer's also pouring out heat, so it's not really getting any cooler in here. Is the vent open? Yeah, it's open. It's just hasn't been on all day, so like AC's always gonna kind of warm up, as it were. They gotta get all the moisture out of the air before they can start cooling it. See you later, Tengu. Oh, fog form in my room. Oh my gosh. I almost gave myself a headache by being like shaking my head like a madman earlier. Nearly freaked me out. That's just me. That's just me. Just me. Just me. Oh man, that sphere's even clearer. But nothing to see on it. Burnt, burnt, burnt. Did I just see something? No, going crazy. I'll keep my little line there at 50 so I know like where exactly something's gonna pop up. Okay, that's me again. Losing my freaking mind. Toad. Heavy metal? Queen isn't heavy metal. Silent Thunder? Sounded like me last night. Sounds like me last night. Alright, well, with this downtime here, I'm going to go ahead and organize my... Oh my god. Organize my frequency sheet here. Have I already organized? I think I've already organized this. Enable editing. So if you want your frequency sheet to be nice and sorted, you sort ascending smallest to largest, starting with frequency 5 and working your way back to frequency 1, and everything will be sorted smallest to largest. And yeah, I think I had already sorted it. Save. Burn, 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 burn. Seawolf. What? I hate it how like they named things weird. Like they made Seawolf like 2 words in this spreadsheet, which is fine, I guess, but it's 1 word. It's 1 word, man. It's 1 frickin' word. Man, it's so dark in this mission. So dark. I'm gonna lose my mind trying to find... Oh my god. That's still me. Nope. Slow the hell down.
All ahead 1/3. Hell my.
The heck is this?
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 2,
Come
7,
left
2.
to course
Designated
2,
Sierra
0, 5. Hell my.
Things are happening. I'll get the other one marked.
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 2, 5, 2. Designated Sierra 2.
Alright, what are we looking at here? Got ourselves a 50. 145, it looks like. 5145. Okay, yeah, I think it's a Kiev then. I think it is a Kiev. Yeah, Dangerous Water stock has a lot, but RA is really where a lot of them comes in. But yeah, 6888. 688I HK is like 30 boats. The gameplay is indeed slow until it's not. The gameplay is either like, or it's like, holy crap. You either got nothing going on or like 50 torpedoes in the water flying around at once. So we got ourselves a Kiev. Classified ourselves a Kiev that seemingly came out of nowhere. May have just, there may be spawn triggers. It may have just spawned in all of a sudden. What's our depth looking like here? Let's get to 660 feet.
Make my depth 660.
Potentially try and get underneath
feet.
some
Dive
mad
aye.
detection here. Let's just make it an even 600. I usually just do that like 660 just because I can just click the one digit.
Make my depth
Not
600
mess with everything.
feet. Dive aye.
So going 10 knots just looking for an enemy boat is one thing, but if there's like helos or air assets around, you can't really do that because they can get right up next to you without you realizing it. Hello, Duncan. Oh, very good. I got home from work an hour and a half ago. But we do not work at the same time, of course. Okay.
Steady on course 2, 0, 5.
Waiting to see who our real bad boy is going to be. Who's our real bad boy going to be here? If it's this guy, this will swing this way. If it's this guy, this will swing to over here. I grow weary. You know what? I'm gonna make a save just because this game can crash. Up area 1 reached. I think the Seawolf is slightly less noisy, but they're both pretty quiet. Ooh. Sierra 1 is the false one then. Oh, hello, Mr. Kiev. I don't think I've had a chance to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Pleased to meet you. Won't you call my name? Okay. Sierra 1. Hasta lasagna. Okay. Part of me is like, how can I stay closer to Op Area 2? I could go that way. We'll stay this way. We just turn. Let's. The toe's not even straight yet. We need to get some data. Some data. Yeah, he played Data on Star Trek. This color of line annoys me because it's easier for me to see this now, and then when it gets to this point, it's harder for me to see this. Is that because I'm colorblind? Can you guys see that fine? I cannot see that one at all, even though it's supposed to be a stronger signal. Like over here when it's at the fringe, it's easier for me to see. Like, but right now it's very hard for me to see, which is why I like the blue or the red sonars. Okay. That's fine. I don't feel like restarting the game. We'll just deal with it. It's not a big deal. I've already classified her. There's only 4 ships she could be. It could be an Italian carrier, a Russia carrier, an Indian carrier, or another Italian carrier. So I'm going to assume it's Russian. But it could be any of these. But they're all carriers, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. They all have the same TPK, same number of blades. If he starts pinging, that's when I'll figure out who it really is, because we got unique frequencies here for all of these, except for the the Indian Kiev is the same as the Russian Kiev, of course. Well, I appreciate it. TMA, hello. Oh, I can't even. I thought I could pan with the mouse in here too, but now I can't. Okay. Pleased to meet you. Won't you come my way? Woo 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 woo. Oh, my voice is not in the mood for hitting that kind of note right now. Okay. Trying to make a solution with crap data. We got. Of course, we have a turn in here. I never want to make a solution on turn data, so we're gonna chew on this bearing for a bit. Do we have him on other sensors? Gonna have to pop out this frequency scale. Does not appear so. Come back to the toad. Drop it like it's hot. Oh yeah, all big and bright. Thought I was seeing an inkling of a third frequency there, but nope. Just the 2. Don't think I can see him on the broadband at all. The stones suck. I enjoy the stones. Hello, Travis Cole. Now this is from 2004, 2005 or something. But compared to 688i Hunter Killer, it looks great. But 688i Hunter Killer is charming. $10 knots. No idea of the course yet. We're gonna chill on this for a bit. I want to get a few lines of bearing here. Am I not getting? Okay, I'm getting some. The toad is just far behind me, so sometimes you're used to the LOBs updating at your current position. Okay. So we got ourselves what looks like so far to be pretty parallel. So probably a little further out here. Not that close for sure. I can tell you that much right now. He ain't that close. Okay. You can see the turn in the data as we push it out here. If we assume he's going 10 knots. Well, let's go ahead and assume 15 knots. Because I can. Maybe going like this. It's decently far out there. But we're if he's going this way, we're kind of the lines of bearing are quite parallel. They're quite parallel. But we'll keep chewing at this, and then we'll looks like we got ourselves a lead situation here. We'll chew on this for a few more LOBs, and then we'll cut back across, get ourselves a lag. But yeah, these are very parallel, if not expanding. Are they expanding? I think they are expanding. Okay. 688i HK was like no, that was more like 90. Okay, yeah, no, that was like 97. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 688i. The lack of baffles is very annoying. You think things are just popping up, but they're just coming out of the baffles. Oh, I'm on the 10-minute interval. Give me that 20-minute, son. I don't care about no 10-minute. All right. Few more minutes here. I'm actually, let me, gonna go to the bathroom. Drinking too much water. Man, it is warm in here. Gosh darn computer. God diggity. Ugh. Creepiest death cutscene. I've yet to see it. My girlfriend is watching Community Recreation Part 3. Or something like that. Okay. I don't want to get too greedy here. But I want to make sure I got some decent data. You don't want just 2, because any 2 points make a straight line. You want at least 3. Alright. Let us now cut back across. And we'll get a high bearing rate.
Come right to course 312.
Go to 7 knots. He's distant.
Make turns for 7 knots. Maneuvering I.
Mr. Jamie, in case you're curious, to try and avoid some aircraft detection, you can stay beneath 500 feet. Just kind of like the MAD detection approximate cutoff depth. I wish I could turn off the toad when I'm doing like a turn, like just don't take data right now, but it's fine. Not too big a deal. This thing could even be going faster. It could be going faster. I could not be giving it enough credit for speed here. But man, it really wants to, excuse me, bend back a different way. I mean, this is one possible. It could be doing this. I don't think it is. I would expect this, like this, without this anomalous data, I would expect this to all come up to a straight line at some point here, but it's like, if it does, it's way the hell out. And it still doesn't come to a straight line all the way the heck out here. So we may just have to disregard some of that earlier data. It may just be kind of wonky or something.
Steady on course. 3, 1, 2.
I'm getting straight stuff right now. Hello, Marin. There are very few on YouTube, but now there will be a lot. Okay. Toad is turning. Ooh. I can see something on the broadband. Well. This guy must be getting close. Not on the sphere, though. Just the toad. Man, it's already 5:15. This stream is flying by. I'm gonna get out of here in 45 minutes. Approximately. Maybe an hour. But man, it's warm in here. Okay. Oh no, give me the toad. That's what I want, the toad. Oh, well, that right there that I'm seeing, that's me. So, no, I'm not seeing him on the broadband. That's me being a silly willy. That's me. Picking up myself. So the toad baffles are going to be at my course, 312. Not there just yet, but they're just about straightened out there. You know, way the hell out of Pearl. Including one way the hell out of Pearl. Ah, you are quite welcome. How do most people say it? And we're just about straightened out here. Just about straightened out. That's a pretty big turn. Yeah, you can see the data going out like that. And it seems to be coming back to baseline. He's returning to base course. Right around us. I have a solution. Can I shoot back? Negative. I can't fire on a Soviet submarine without authorization. Oh, Eds think he's so funny. Ho ho ho. I know in the 688i in the stock game they have the toad coming out of this little stabilizer thing here. But it actually comes out of this the plane back here. But then on the Seawolf model they show it actually coming out of the stabilizer, which may be true. But these things here I think they're just there to prevent the sub from torquing too much when you apply flank speed. Because when you get this thing cranking, the sub will rotate the other direction to counter the thing. It's just physics. And that this thing counters that, supposedly. I don't know why the other ones wouldn't be sufficient to, but that's what I've heard. They may not be right. I can't even remember where I read that. Okay. Okay. Looking like out here. Again, this is assuming that the speed I've chosen is correct. There's no guarantee that it is, but right now... Wow. So maybe not that fast. Let's see what happens. Well, if you take this down to 10 knots, it should come in about halfway. Half is fair. Well, no. Okay. But 10 knots also works, you know, at a course like this. This works. So, the implication, I think, is that he's far. Is that he's rather far. I think that's what we're working with here. Oh, you're welcome. Feel free to stick around. Makes it think of Predator. Stick around. Throws that machete and sticks a guy up against the wall. Good old Ernie. Ernie. Okay, I think this guy is rather far away. Seems like he's rather far. He could be hauling ace. For hearing him that far away, seems like it's probably rock bottom here. And we need to turn that history on. But yeah, he seems like he's hauling some butt. Platform reference. What is your max speed here? 32 knots. Well. That was quite fast. Turbo pressurized boiler. What the heck's a turbo pressurized boiler? FRAS anti-submarine rocket launcher. I'm assuming that's whatever it is, you know. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. That thing. But it does not seem like he has any Silexes or anything like that, which is fine. Sturm. And then some anti-ship missiles, 8 of them. Oh yeah, this guy's got a bunch of Yak 38s and a bunch of helicopters. What the heck's a targeting helicopter? Like a REMRO, remote radar operator, that kind of thing. Okay, let's resume waypoint follow. Yeah, it's a bit of torque. A little bit of torque there. The latest 688i patch. I'm playing it on Steam, so it should be up to date. Unless you're talking about a mod, Black Sun. Oh yeah, the electronic interface on the Seawolf. It's the same as everything else. It's just it's all nested in these little drop-down menus here. Yeah, this guy's far away. I think we got ourselves a rock bottom type here, which is probably fine. I'm not an oceanographer. But maybe I got some deep stuff out there. Deep. And that 688i HK mission, it's crazy off the coast of Cuba there. It goes from like land to like a few thousand feet in like a matter of miles. It's pretty crazy. Okay, we'll get this time lapse going again. We could probably even go up to 2/3.
All ahead 1/3. Helm aye. All ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
What is better? The Seawolf, of course. Seawolf was designed as the original successor to the LA, and it was meant to be a super badass under the ice Russian SSBN sniping, purely anti-submarine warfare submarine. It actually had some littoral stuff designed in mind too. If you're trying to launch like a bunch of missiles at a land target, the LA is better, but there's pretty much no other reason to select the Seawolf. Or to not select the Seawolf. Alright, let's take this out to an hour. I don't know what's up with that first data. It could just be wonky. That first data there could just be wonky. But yeah, this is fitting pretty decently tight. At a certain point, you gotta leave it alone. But if I can see imperfection, I'm gonna want to fiddle. Because at a certain point, you're making very little difference. Like, we got a pretty solid sense of where this dude's at. We're gonna have to get closer to refine this. He seems to be over this way, but I could be grossly underestimating his speed. He could possibly be going this way. I don't think it's likely. This seems to fit better. Somewhere way the hell out of Pearl. Hey, see you later, Black Sun. Thank you, Marin. Yep. Seawolf is faster, quieter, has more torpedo tubes, better sensors. It is better than the 688i in every way, unless you want to attack a land target. But even then, the Seawolf can still do a decently respectable job of that, but it just doesn't have 12 dedicated tubes to it. The Seawolf is the best nuclear boat in the game. In terms of sensors and combination of sensors and speed and silencing. Yeah, it has a much different shape because it's the LA is only 32 or 33 feet wide, whereas the Seawolf is 40 feet wide, and it's shorter. It has a lower length to drag ratio, which helps improve its speed, but it also has a much bigger power plant too. I think the LA has 30,000 shaft horsepower, and this has 40,000 shaft horsepower. Actually, I think this may have 45,000. Yeah, this has 45,000, and the Virginia has 40,000 shaft horsepower. Function follows form. Oh, this thing is pumping out the heat, dude. Pumping out the heat. Okay, well, we don't want to be too lackadaisical. We gotta make sure we've detected one thing. Can't get, complacent and think that's the only thing out here. Clear for now. If it looks right, it flies right. That is true. But in this day of fly-by-wire, it's more ambiguous. All right, let's come this way. I want to get some hard bearing rate in this kind of direction here for a little bit.
Come left to course 151. Hell my.
Going faster, more of like a 90-degree course to the target. Try and get some really good bearing. Oh my gosh, what's going on with this? Hang on. It may have changed course on us here. Or speed. It's a little far away. Go with this for now. F-14's pretty sweet. I saw a presentation about it the other day. I think like one of the project leads on it was giving a presentation about it at a museum. It's a pretty cool plane. Where's the third frequency going to be at? It's going to be 310. Okay, we won't say it at this scale. Nope, we're not picking it up yet. Not getting that 310. Signal noise ratio is it's blipping between 0 and 1. Very faint. TMA has more lines than our highway, yeah. Distant contact, very low bearing rate. All the lines of bearing are pretty close together. You can tell this guy's distant. But yeah, he definitely changed course on us there. You zoom in further, it kind of tells another story here. We'll go with this for now. It is possible the entire paradigm has shifted, but time will tell on that front. Hello, Jeremiah Springfield. I work at a nuclear transport company. We'll leave it at that for now. Probably you wouldn't even recognize the name anyway if I told you. I'm gonna grab some more water so I can keep these vocal cords going, blabbering on about whatever. it's so warm in here. Oh, let's check the chat. Yes. I design packages to make sure that radioactive material does not do bad things. And I'm planning on starting a separate channel that talks about all kinds of nuclear stuff. It's I still need to start. I've made the channel like a year ago. I got to start making videos for it. I just got to start doing it. But I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to all be perfect. But it's not gonna be. But it's in my. If you go to my YouTube channel page, it's in the recommended at the side. It's called The Atomic Age. Oh, you work on jet engines. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're at this course. Oh, there's a little wiggle in the course. Okay. We can stay on a 300. It makes it easier to see stuff. Nothing else still, just this Kiev. Just this whole Kiev video when. I just need to start doing it. And it should be coming soon now that I'm all moved in. I was going to wait till I moved in before I started it. Just got to start doing it. Okay. Should be starting to get some normal toad data back here in a second. Might as well speed up some time while we wait. Might as well speed up some time. Alrighty, what are you doing, Mr. Kev? You're far as hell away. Is it raining? It is raining. Man, this thing's not even making that much noise. They've really turned down all the noises of everything in this. What's the point? I want to hear stuff. I always tell people to leave the speech recognition thing up, and I keep closing it. Okay, yeah, I guess they just really turned everything the hell down. It's kind of annoying. Recommend updating drivers. Recommend 4 minimum buffers when I have 6. Okay. Wow, you're in high school. About a well. Okay. Getting ourselves some fresh data. There's not too much to be gleaned from this bearing rate over here. He's still far the heck away, man. Still far the heck away. I'll say this for now. But since it seems like he's kind of heading straight this way, so we're not going to get great bearing rate on this guy. Might as well just head for the waypoint center now. But we'll get some more data. Some more bearing here. Get some more LOBs. Distant ass contact. Probably not submerged. Am I right? Okay. Yeah, that is some weird stuff. I wonder what he was doing there. We'll of course be checking out the briefing. The briefing there. So you don't want to like get too crazy when you zoom in this far, because as you can see, we're talking plus or minus a degree here. So these should have like an error bar on them. Okay, let's go to the 10-minute. Say this for now. And let's just resume some waypoint follow here. Let's come this way here.
Come right to course 315. Hell my.
Try and figure out if he's actually heading this way or if he's actually heading a different way. Well, if we look at our LOBs here, they kind of come to a point. But they intersect all the way out here. So in a lead situation, that means that's the furthest he could be. If I'm remembering that correctly. Oh yeah. Just going to old games and cranking out the graphics and getting like 300
Steady on
FPS.
course.
It's like,
315.
suck it. we'll get some data on this bearing here for a little bit. Try and hammer down again what he's doing. Okay, toad is straight. Let us come back in and see what happens to our data. The nice thing about going at 10 knots is the toad straightens out really quickly.
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 241. Designated Sierra 3.
I thought it was saying torpedo in the water, dude. That was going to scare the crap out of me. We're getting pings. Frequency 1750. Okay, so it is a Kiev. Confirmed Kiev, not an Italian carrier of some kind. There's two frequencies here. It says 3900 and then 1750 VDS. What the heck is a VDS? But now we're getting ping data too. That's a good thing to have. Let's merge that up with Sierra 2 here. A lot of stuff to learn working on aircraft engines. Yep. But once it becomes the only thing you do day in and day out, you learn it pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys saw like the color flush from my face, but whenever I hear the con sonar thing, I always forget. Since I usually don't play with auto crew on, all you can call out is torpedoes or no, I didn't mean to flick you off. Torpedoes or active sonar, so it's like, holy Christ. No torpedoes, please. This is not cold waters. Cannot evade. Cannot readily evade. Okay. Okay, so if he is going 25 knots, and he's right around here. The reason I say that is because if I bring this up this way, you can see that this part stays straight, but the bottom kinks out to the left. If I bring it this way, the top starts kinking out to the right. So if he's going a constant course and speed after a turn, these should be straight. So when you bring it along and you get a straightness in the dots, that's where you know where he's at. Turning eliminates the number of solutions. So let's say around here. So I don't know what I was seeing with that wonky data before, where it was going like boop, but it's all good now. Maybe he did a circle. I don't know, but he seems to be doing this. The mission, this is a training scenario by Mr. Tamburello. And there's 4 areas that have 1 or more targets in them. And then at the end, you launch some missiles at a little thing here. This is exercise area Mike Echo Delta Med. We're not in the Mediterranean. That's fine. It'd be funny if it was like India, November, Delta. But it's fine. No big deal. Just Mr. Ben adding his flavor. Just 1 target? Okay. This guy probably has some kind of stuff aloft. I would imagine, but he may not. There should be like there should be like billions and billions of stars. But billions and billions of helixes flying around, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we got a pretty good solution going on here. Pretty good. So let's resume waypoint follow here and just head this way to start getting closer. And I'm actually going to turn on auto crew sonar.
I have a new contact. Bearing 0.
He's just marking reciprocals.
Designated Sierra 4.
So on these transit things, I don't get caught off guard. There's nothing. There's no skill just watching a sonar screen incessantly. Turn this on as we head in the middle here. Nice little switchback there. Switchback-a-roo. Save. Op area 1 reached 1. The eyes of Europe are upon me. Am I about to invade France? The eyes of the world are upon me. Or rather, invade German-occupied France. Pleased to meet you. Won't you call my name? Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Oh, yeah. Looking pretty good. It's fanning out a little. We can refine it a bit. But, oh, yeah, once you get that active ping data, that's some good stuff there, my friend. That's some good stuff. Looking for that straight line. And, of course, if you get to a point where it's not going to make a straight line, then your speed is probably off a little bit. But we'll stay with 25 for now. It can be kind of frivolous at this range to really mess with it too much. It'll get more refined once you get closer in, just by physics. This far out, there's a lot of error involved because the changes in bearing are very slight. I got the reference, yay. I don't think I've ever gone up against a Kiev in RA, so we'll see what kind of crap he starts hurling at me once I start launching. No layer to hide behind in this one. Mr. Ben turning it up to 20 for me here. Man, this stream is flying by. Okay. Let's keep going.
Come left to course 2.
Stay a little hard to track. We'll stay hard
LY.
to track. Change up our course somewhat often here. Stay hard to track.
Steady on course 228.
So he could have figured out by himself that that's a mirror contact and get rid of that thing. Okay. Ooh, okay. That looks like we got ourselves a hard kink here. That looks more, well, I did just change my course, but that's coming back from a while. No, it's only 10 minutes. Man, he's pinging a lot. He's pinging a lot, dude. This is only 10 minutes worth of data. So I was going to say he probably changed courser speed, but no, we changed courser speed. Because that's just helping us refine the solution a bit more. Okay. Enter that right there. Oh my gosh. Really? It's possible. Let's pop this back to the old 20-minute. See where it wants to scream at us. What do we got if we go to 30 knots on this solution here? Very well just may be a course change in here. There very well just may be a course change. Let's stick with our 25 knots for now. And assume course change. But let's bring him back up to a range we were looking at before. But yeah, this guy's pinging a lot, dude. He's pinging a lot. Pinging a crap ton. We'll do this for now. Stick with something like that. Work our way in. Why don't I use the auto TMA? If it's just one contact, I'll TMA myself. It's just fun. Something to do. But even back in the past, I would always do the manual TMA. But now that I've like played the game a lot more, if it starts getting really dicey and stuff starts flying around, I'll do auto TMA because I got to be the captain first. Where's the rest of the crew when I need them? They'll be there once the defecation starts hitting the oscillation there. That's where they'll come in. But I'm using the auto sonar here so I can kind of cruise in a little faster here. Just because I really don't have a desire to like stare at a sonar screen and look for a very faint 50 hertz signal that much. It's kind of cumbersome. So we'll just let him handle it for now while we're doing our run in It's gonna take us, a good chunk of time to close the gap on this dude. We probably actually just want to kind of start heading his way, honestly. If he's going 25 knots, he's gonna come out pretty far in the time we're going like 10 knots here, so we'll head this way. It is a good one. Wasn't there like some episode of SpongeBob where Krabby Patties kept getting flinged into like a fan and kept going like spraying someone in the face? Something like that. Oh, hey, Rick Tika. Mr. Chief of the Boat there. Chief of the Watch, Chief of the Boat. Chief of the Boat. I want more of a hum. I want to hear my boat. My boot. I want to hear my boot. Das Boot. Okay, what is it? What do we got here now? Hey, what do we got here? So we're seeing more wonkiness. He could be turning again. Okay, there's a really sharp kink in that. Give me the 10-minute. Give me the 20. This guy is pinging so much, man. It's unreal. Dude's pinging just like an unreal amount. That may be too close, but we'll stick with that for now. At this far range, we just need to know that he's far. It'll get much better once we get closer, get higher bearing rates. Hey, thank you. Oh, happy early birthday to you. Tomorrow's like now, isn't it? In like 15 minutes for you or something? An hour or two or something? Okay. Keep up the speed. Oh, I can hear the pings now. He is pinging so much, and we are closing this distance pretty quickly. Oh, the kilo got you good. 15 minutes or so, very well. He is pinging so much that this is almost cluttered to the point of like, oh my god, like I normally wouldn't expect this much data unless I was looking at like a 4-hour interval. He's pinging so much, like every few freaking seconds. Did I just get 2 pings in rapid succession there? Are there 2 targets? Oh, hello. We do have him on here now. We can get a TPK. I forgot the Seawolf has 8 trackers per array now. Oh, holy light. Sierra 2. His TPK was 6, if I recall from the frequency sheet correctly. Yes, 6. He's going 8 knots. Okay, well, I got that completely wrong. 9 knots, it looks like. Okay, very well. Well, let us redo this solution. This might explain some of this woobity-bobbity behavior we've been seeing here. So bring this up. Give me like an hour. Holy Christ. Okay, there's definitely some course. Okay, there's definitely some course changes in here. Give me the 20-minute. Let's see here. Now I'm going to keep this kind of out here. I want these to be kind of overlapped. What the frick is my center of the ruler? Okay, there you go. Closer. We'll go down to 7 knots now. Don't need to push our luck
Make turns for
unnecessarily.
7 knots. Maneuvering on.
Hello, Mr. Simdeck. Oh, hello, Fragsar. What's the story in the op area? This is a thing that Mr. Tamburello has thrown together. Just four areas here that you gotta fight an individual ship in, and then you gotta launch some missiles at the end. It's kind of like a training thing, but it's kind of been blowing up like crazy. In my Discord channel, everyone's been doing it. Writing up some action reports for it. It's a lot of my purview. I probably won't be doing that. But they're fun to read. Ooh, well, okay, he's been kind of changing speed and changing course and doing all kinds of wonky stuff. Wasn't his speed supposed to be 9 knots anyway? Enter solution. Okay, yeah, this guy is closer than I thought. Much closer. What do we got on this? Of fear. Nothing yet. This thing gets in the way when I want to get close and look. Yeah, he's showing up on the Toad broadband. Starting to get close, but yeah. My assumption of 25 knots was completely wrong, so he is much closer. Hello. It is not a Vittorio Veneto. Sonar. It's a Kiev. I can prove it. His pings are a certain frequency. Confidence high, assumed hostile. Don't think we need Mr. Autocruise sonar at this point. See you later, Marin. Yeah, the TMA is either... It's either a skill or insanity. Because you're either... it's either someone's either going to think that's awesome or they're going to think you're insane because you're doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result. Okay. Let's get some bearing rate on the dude. Let's come this way. Chalk up that bearing rate. Yeah, we don't need a waypoint anymore.
Steady on course.
It's better
Turn
with
left to course
hard
1,
course changes.
4, 7. Helmi.
Get rid of that guy. We don't need him anymore. Those pings are getting loud. They are getting loud. Squall is love, squall is life. I appreciate the squall, but the size of the radius of the damage of the squall in this game is on the scale of like a small nuke. Like a conventional squall would have to blow up pretty close to a boat to do any damage.
1, 4, 7.
Like if a squall blew up any more than like a boat length away, it really wouldn't do much of anything. But I've seen them explode pretty far away and do a good chunk of damage, so they've got their model with some kind of small nukes worth of damage. I mean, they're supposed to... I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have nukes. It's supposed to be, like, analogous to a sub-rock. Or if you hear, like, an enemy boomer starting to launch missiles, you just want to get a torpedo out there to sink it. It's pretty much the squall. Should probably be seeing a third frequency on this Broheim. Am I hearing like a weird reverberation in my headphone? I feel like I'm like when you send out a ping, you hear like those as it like lights up targets. I thought I was hearing that for a second. It was weird. Probably going crazy. Let's see. Now the question is, did he turn or is it just me turning that's causing the solution to do this? Well, could be heading away. No, it pretty much looks the same either side of the thing. He could have changed course. It's possible. But let's just keep freaking fiddling with it till we get something straight looking. Science. If your data doesn't support your conclusion, just keep messing with it until it does. No, he's not going to be that far away at 8 knots, dude. Sometimes the teammate just gives me fits, man. Sometimes it just gives me fits, and I don't know what the heck's actually going on. Well, now I just pushed him back a freaking bajillion years. What we really need to do is like stick on one of these bearings for a while and just run it out for a bit, because we're introducing some variables. But he's getting close. He's getting close. Oh, he slowed down. Slow. Oh. Okay. He's being a slippery, slappity, hoobity. Man, it is so warm in here. Okay, he slowed down. So the max range he could be at 4 knots is pretty much this. But we're not going to go with that. We'll say, where did we have him before? About 20,000 yards. So we'll say this. Say he turned some way. Take a right up somewhere and go nowhere. Let's see, the latest LOBs. How are they looking? Parallel? Are they looking parallel? Should I be heading the other direction? They're looking decently parallel. Part of me is like, we just got to this bearing, but we're getting ping data, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's come back this way.
Come right to course.
If he is going that way,
30,
we'll get our best
Helmine.
bearing rate that we can here. FPS crazily. FPS crazily. Oh my god, it's already 6. Unfortunately, we won't be shooting in this one. The time has snuck up on me. But we have a few more minutes here still. Pleased to meet you. Won't you call my name? We're decently close to bottom. Have to be conscious of that. But that's fine. It's over this way where it starts getting really shallow. He's near a little mount. A little sea mount. It's almost an island. Okay. Now, unless he has changed speed. Oh my god, he's changed speed again. This frickin' guy. Hello. 10 knots. 10 knots.
Steady on course. 302.
I mean, he's giving us a lot of primo data, but he's also giving me headache. Okay, that looks like a pretty good course change on his part if I ever saw one. But he could also be much further out. Yeah, Ben, he's not an easy fish to track right now. See, I could have sworn I just heard like an active sonar return. Could have sworn I just heard that like an eh. Where is this guy at? I'm losing my freaking mind. Okay, well, he's going left to right hard. Oh, that's during a turn. I can't really analyze a trend during a turn there. You demand blood. What's Simple Minds there, Simdeck? Hey, A-Ronk. Am I going to stream Cold Water soon? I think South China Sea is very close to coming out. So I think I'm just going to wait till then. I don't want to overload myself too much. Okay. Mr. Guy. Mr. Frickin' Guy. This guy. Man, these LOBs kind of look parallel too, man. He is going all kinds of crazy. Yeah, those LOBs look very parallel, dude. I just turned this way to try and avoid the... I was trying to change up the lead lag, and these all look very parallel. It's hard to tell, but yeah, that was looking pretty parallel, man. Was I just at the lag situation, and then I turned and got into the lead? Maybe he turned. Who knows? It's driving me bananas. These apes are driving me bananas. He's driving like a dude that doesn't want to be sunk. That's all I can say. Didn't he go? Isn't he going back to 10 knots? Okay, I didn't even adjust that in my solution. Well, I didn't enter the solution. Dare me to periscope him? I don't know what kind of friends he's got up there. Don't want to risk running into one of his friends. Some kind of air platform or something. Oh boy. Yeah, I won't find out till I look. That's right. Won't find out till there's a frickin' torpedo being jammed down my throat. I wanted to try and... I want to take, like, the intermediate interval here and be able to zoom it in. And no, I don't mean just having the short time interval up here, because the benefit to the intermediate time interval is that the computer can more readily find trends in the data than on the short time interval. But I just want to take the output here and just zoom it in. I don't know if I can do that. If I zoom in, if it won't even show up, I don't know. But the long time interval doesn't do anything that the intermediate doesn't do. So he's been holding on this pretty constantly, which makes me think he's not really changing anything, and I just haven't found out where he actually is yet. Well, he's changing speed. He may just be heading for me this whole time, but just changing speed. And I may be just zooming in too much. Because if I do this, at this altitude, at this resolution, it looks... Well, it is straight. But he changes speed a lot. I think this is the most people I've had in a stream in a while. Looks like we got 30 going on right now. Oh my goodness. Hello, internet. Hello, everyone. Why am I saying hello? I don't know. About to get out of here. Oh, they even like modeled little raised points for the hatches. That's fun. That's fun. What is that there? Is that where the frickin' streamed wire comes out of? Okay. Well, I think this is a good place to stop right here. So thanks for coming out, everyone. As you can see, this big old mission is going to take a while, so we'll just keep streaming this until we wrap her up. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. Big old 2-8. So yeah, I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.